Willkommen zurück hier bei dem Spiel Willy Morgan. Wir müssen den Schlüsselmacher suchen, damit wir die Gasthaus, Bibliothek, Museum, One-Eye Jack ist, glaube ich, das Restaurant. Wir müssen ja diese Kiste da oben aufbekommen. Wir gehen jetzt erstmal zurück zum Gasthaus. Und dann gehen wir einfach mal hier rechts lang. Weil wir die Kiste aufbekommen für die erste Truhe, wo der erste Kartenstück mit drin ist. Vermutlich. Wir gehen einfach mal hier rein, mal gucken. Okay, dangerous, do not use.
The upper floor seems to be condemned.
Wer ist er? Steve?
I think he's Steve. Steve Bonnet. He has aged fast.
Okay, wir quatschen mit ihm.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry, do we know each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve? There was only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willy. Is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me. Willy Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
Tell me, what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
Ja, zum Jahrestag, ne?
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her, too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
Tja, ich glaube, wirklich, was wir mit dem machen wollen, weiß ich noch gar nicht, aber wir quatschen einfach mal ein bisschen mit ihm, ne?
Do you remember what happened to my father?
It's always painful for me to talk about Henry. We grew up almost like brothers, before he decided to leave and become one of the most famous archaeologists in the world. But despite his work, he always found the time to come back here to the family, and to meet his old friends. Unfortunately, his disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. The night before that fateful day, we went out together. We said goodbye in front of the old inn, where he was staying. The next morning, I stopped by to say hello, but there was no trace of him. His room was intact. The innkeeper said he didn't see him going out. That's all I know. Since then, I've been racking my brain to understand what happened, but Henry seems to have vanished into thin air.
Just like Mom always tells me. Do you, by any chance, know what Dad was working on?
I wouldn't know. Whenever he'd come to Bonetown, he told us fantastic stories of the places he explored. We felt like we were there with him.
Dad was always an exceptional narrator. When he told me a story before bed, I couldn't sleep right away, but instead spent a good part of the night fantasizing.
He used to do the same thing with us here in Bonetown. Everyone was enthralled by him.
Okay. Ja, wie läuft's denn hier? Scheinbar nicht so gut, ne?
How are things going here in Bonetown?
Not very well, I'd say. It's becoming harder and harder to run Bonetown. People leave, and the problems are constantly increasing.
Yes, when I got here, I had problems parking my bike.
Parking problems as well? The two must go on the list.
Vor allem aber eigentlich, weil ich ja die Bremsen nicht dran gebaut hatte.
You mean the lack of courtesy at the old inn?
Are you staying at the old inn? The owner seems to be grumpy and surly. But actually, all right. I'll try to talk to him at the first opportunity. I'll write it down among the many things to do. I'd let you stay here, but to deal with the city expenses, I left my old house. Now I sleep in that little room over there. It's the only way I've found to be able to run Bonetown as best as I can.
Have you ever thought of hiring someone to give you a hand?
Yes, but funds are limited, and nobody wanted to take on this responsibility.
I saw some construction work on the buildings.
That's one of the bigger problems in the city. It seems that our water resources are drying up. Some people say that upriver, certain companies have been doing excavations that caused the fracturing of some faults. But I launched an investigation, and there's no correlation. So I'm trying to solve the problem by recovering rainwater. And at the moment, it seems to be working.
I hope so, for Bonetown.
Okay.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Willy, and welcome back to Bonetown. Can't show you around, but for anything else, feel free to ask.
Thanks.
Okay, aber
See you
später.
later.
Come back whenever you want.
Thanks.
Okay. So, was haben wir denn noch hier? So Objekte?
There's a lot of disorder up there. These are stamps of Bonetown.
Den brauchen
Better
wir.
ask for permission. I'd risk looking like a thief.
Ach so. Ja, mein Gott. Hier ein Globus. Das sieht aus wie aus
What a
Met
weird
gemacht.
globe. It's covered in notes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure.
Okay. So, Steve. Ich brauche die Stempel. Hallo?
Can I borrow a stamp?
Of course, as long as you use it responsibly. Even if they're dated back, they're the official stamps of Bonetown.
Thanks. I'll use them well.
Actually, when you're finished with your stuff, you can help me out with that stamp. I have a lot of paperwork to authenticate.
Gladly.
Cool.
See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks.
Okay, da haben wir schon mal einen
I
Stempel.
might need one. I'll take the more worn one.
Auch wenn wir gar nicht wissen, wofür. Aber... Tja. So ist das halt, ne?
The upper floor seems to be condemned. The stairs don't seem safe. I don't want to risk hurting myself.
Okay, ja, sonst haben wir hier nichts, ne? Bis auf den Globus aus Met. Haben wir sonst hier nichts. Aber dann gehen wir einfach mal weiter. Ist eigentlich cool, die Stadt, ne? So wie die auch so mit den Gassen und so. Drugstore. Dr. Fred Avery Pharmacist. Okay, da scheint auch irgendwas zu sein hier. Ladenfenster.
It's the drugstore door.
Da gehen wir mal rein. Schöne Apotheke. Oh. Das sieht natürlich sehr interessant aus hier. Wir quatschen mal mit dem Apotheker. Hallo.
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I was just browsing.
No problem. But please don't touch anything without my permission. I've arranged everything so that it will make my work easier.
What work?
I'm developing a recipe that will make me rich. I just have to find the final ingredients.
Can I have some candies?
Unfortunately, I have to say no. The ones you see in the shop are needed to complete the recipe I'm working on, as well as for my livelihood.
I noticed.
If you have some pocket change, there's a candy vending machine right outside the shop. You can take as much as you want. It's only 5 cents for a candy.
Thanks a lot.
Das ist cool. Ja, quatschen wir mal ein bisschen mit ihm.
What are you working on exactly?
It's a recipe of my own concoction for a new non-alcoholic drink. As soon as I find all the ingredients, I'll patent it. I've written everything I need on this piece of paper I found in the back room. There's still some ingredients missing to complete the recipe. Then I'm sure my life will take a turn, and I could say goodbye to Bonetown.
Ich stelle jetzt mal eine These in den Raum. Ich glaube, dass dieses Stück Papier, wo er das draufgeschrieben hat, ein Stück von der Karte ist.
What's that piece of paper?
I honestly don't know. I was going through the back room when the new recipe suddenly hit me. I grabbed the first piece of paper I came across to write down the ingredients.
Can I see it?
I'd rather you not. Our sector is very competitive. If I let you read the ingredients, you could steal my recipe. I can give it to you after the recipe is completed, when I'll be sure nobody will copy my work.
Okay.
Okay, können wir mir helfen?
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. Maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
Ja, alles klar.
What would I get in return?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Tremendously epic. All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right.
Okay. Ja.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
See you soon, Sailor Moon. Süßigkeit. Ach da, hier, Werkzeuge. Die nehme ich.
When you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll do my best.
Na klar. Okay, gibt es sonst noch irgendwas?
I better be going now.
Achso, scheinbar nicht. Aber...
The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave.
Habe ich nicht noch... Ein Nagelfalle, Brief? Hatte ich nicht noch ein bisschen Kohle? Dachte, ich hätte noch irgendwie ein bisschen Geld gehabt.
It only works with 5-cent coins.
Schade. Okay. Ja, guten Tag, hallo. So, wir gehen mal hier rein. Oh ja, ein bisschen am Game, und er hat einen 3D-Drucker.
It's a 3D printer. It's weird seeing something so technologically advanced here in Bonetown.
Das ist wirklich cool. Ich meine, ich habe auch einen.
They're automatic vending machines.
Mhm.
It looks like some kind of power supply, but I've never seen anything like this.
Ja, fragen wir nochmal mit dem Nerd. Was hat er denn? Moin.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the fabulous Bonetown New Pub.
Okay, das soll ein Pub
Is this
sein.
supposed to be a pub?
It is. It's a full-fledged pub. You have the opportunity to select different drinks of your choice, and it's all automated.
At first sight, it looks more like a garage with vending machines.
Details. This is the future. People don't want to waste time with chatter. They want to get straight to the point. And I offer what they want. A valid alternative to the old and worn-down Bonetown premises.
Maybe you should have invested a bit more in the interior design, like moving some tires or getting rid of the tools.
I appeal to a different clientele. A bit in the style of Dine and Dash, but more like Drink and Dash.
Well, if that is your philosophy, I'd say you've done a great job.
I know. Thank you.
Okay, wie läuft denn das Geschäft?
How is business going in Bonetown?
I only opened this business recently, but I'm very confident. The market research I did before opening in Bonetown is very accurate. So it's just a matter of time, and then I'm sure I'll find great satisfaction.
What kind of market research?
I was passing by Bonetown when I had a car problem. I asked for help from the town mechanic. After the hike to check out my stalled car, he asked me if by any chance I had something to drink. And so the light bulb went on in my head. Ding! If people here need takeaway drinks, I'll be here to serve them.
So you just relied on the opinion of a single
das ist
person
ein
who
Fehler.
happened to be thirsty.
Exactly. I know how to read the needs of a village. It's from little things that big projects grow.
I have some serious doubts, but I wish you luck.
Thanks, but luck doesn't have anything to do with it. Intuition and precise calculations are the foundations of every solid venture.
That's right, I agree.
Ja, schon, aber naja, so Marktforschung ist eigentlich schon mal ganz gut, ne?
How do you handle your operation?
Ha! That's simple. The vending machines and the signs do their work. I just have to wait for the customers and invest the proceeds in my other passion, video games.
Oh, so you're a developer?
Ha! Please. I want to make a living. I play everything I can and help developers with my precise and sharp feedback.
Of course.
Das klingt doch mal super. Das klingt aber super hier.
Who's the town mechanic?
He's a very skilled local handyman. They still call him the Blacksmith here. He can fix practically anything. At first I had some problems with the vending machines, and he took care of making them go again. Now he's tinkering with my car. Now that I've moved here, I don't need it anymore. Since I have no urgency to get it fixed, I told the blacksmith he could work on it during the slow times. Since then, I haven't seen him around anymore.
I understand.
Okay.
I also saw a 3D printer.
Yes, it's the latest fashion. I decided to expand my market. By offering different products in the same store, I have more chance to succeed.
Drinks and 3D printers?
I see you also grasp the symbiosis of the two things.
I wasn't exactly paying you a compliment.
This is another of my brilliant ideas. You can use it if you want.
Cool.
The first time, it's free, just to encourage the customer to come back.
And many people use it here in Bonetown?
Some pass by here to see it, supposing it's an aquarium. But as soon as they recognize its potential, a universe of opportunity will open up to them.
I like your enthusiasm. I'll make good use of it too then.
It's at your disposal when you want it.
Mega cool.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Das ist ja cool mit dem 3D-Drucker. Ich habe auch einen hier stehen. Das ist immer ganz cool eigentlich, wenn man da so ein bisschen... Ich meine, meistens habe ich bisher nur Quatsch gedruckt, aber so ein bisschen macht das schon Bock. Also das ist schon ganz cool.
What could I do with a cart with a couple of wheels missing?
Weiß
It
ich schon
doesn't
nicht.
seem to be in good condition.
Da oben sind die Räder.
There's everything imaginable here. This is the hood of some car.
Hier ist ein
I
Flugzeugtriebwerk.
can't believe it.
Klar.
Somebody brought the engine of an F-18 to get fixed. This blacksmith must be very good.
Okay, wir gehen
Let's see
mal,
if there's anyone here.
rein, wa? Scheinbar nicht. Auf mystische Hammer, jawohl.
They could always come in handy.
Da, erstmal ein bisschen Streichhölzer eingepackt. Mystischen Hammer.
I don't know how, but it could be useful.
Klar. Aber er kann ihn auch einpacken. Er kann Mjölnir scheinbar hochheben. Okay, das ist eine Werkbank, das ist Papier.
I'm out for repair. Don't touch anything. It looks like the blacksmith
Oops.
has a lot to do. I don't need it.
Ups.
Better take them with me. You never know.
Ja, eben. Das ist es. Ne? Man weiß ja nie, wenn man mal eine Zange braucht.
This really looks like Thor's hammer. The blacksmith
Oh,
has been
wirklich?
very skilled in replicating it so faithfully. A matchbox. These are tongs for blacksmiths.
Okay, also eine lange Zange einfach. Okay, was haben wir in einer Werkbank?
It's in order. Too many things. I can't take them all.
Na gut, aber das Pferd. Das können wir mitnehmen.
Such a lovely specimen. I
Wirklich
suppose it's
schön.
here to get its horseshoes fixed. Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra incentive.
Wahrscheinlich eine Möhre, oder? Na gut. Dann gehen wir erstmal wieder raus. Dann müssen wir erstmal wahrscheinlich den Schmied finden. Regenrinne.
Its brightness really draws attention. Lately, the value of copper has gone through the roof, but I don't really want to rob this poor town.
Ja, wir leihen uns das ja auch nur. Hier sind Rüstungen.
Armor always intimidates me a bit.
Ich glaube, das soll die auch, oder? Gut. Ey, hier, Captain America.
There are shields of all ages and for everybody's taste.
Und wie? Haben wir sonst noch irgendwas Cooles? Katapult?
It's a little catapult. It looks like a toy.
Na, wahrscheinlich eher nicht. Schilde. Schere, die brauche ich natürlich. Aber wir quatschen immer mit dem Waffenmeister. Guten Tag.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, young man. Are you interested in something?
Ach, wir quatschen jetzt mal über den Laden.
How long has this shop been running?
Basically ever since Bone Town existed. In every town there's a shop selling weapons, and Rogers is the ultimate shop in the city. We have weapons from all countries and all ages. Our centerpiece is that gun on display over there. It dates all the way back to the early 1700s. My grandpa found it hidden in his attic. It's in a perfect state of preservation.
I need weapons. Many weapons.
No problem. Here you can find as many as you want. And if you don't see something around, I can order it for you. But I need your ID and your carry permit.
I'll be back with the documents. Many documents.
I'm sure of it.
Excuse me. All these weapons are messing with my mind.
Okay.
I'd only like to take a look, thanks.
Ja, genau. Die ausgestellte Waffe meinte wahrscheinlich die da.
I couldn't help but notice the gun on display.
You have a good eye, kid. It's the finest piece we have. It's an authentic weapon from the early 1700s. My grandpa found it in the attic, and since then it has always been on display here in our shop. We've done lots of research on it, but we were never able to establish provenance. We know that it dates back centuries, and it's a unique piece. It is unmatched in handling and finish. How it ended up in my grandpa's attic is currently a mystery. There's an inscription. J. Roger. We think it belonged to one of our forefathers. And in our family tree, there's nobody whose name started with a J. The first Roger to arrive here in Bone Town was Johann. But he was an Icelandic fisherman.
How much are you selling it for?
It's the only piece in the entire collection not for sale.
Why's that?
It's needed to give our shop a certain prestige. Without this, we would just be another common emporium selling weapons. Instead, many people pass through here because they know this relic is here. If I sold it, many customers wouldn't return.
I understand.
Ja, aber wir müssen gleich mal in die diese Crewliste gucken.
There must be something for which you would be willing to part with that gun.
Absolutely not. There is no other weapon identical to this. You could try to find another identical one, but according to the research we did, it's a unique piece. And even if I found another one of the same value, I could never trade it. As I already told you, our patronage is based, at the end of the day, on this heirloom. That's why we installed a very sophisticated alarm system that goes off as soon as the weapon is removed.
Achso, wie funktioniert diese Alarmanlage genau?
How does your alarm system work?
It detects the presence, weight, and dimensions of the object. As soon as this is removed, it immediately goes off. The only chance to steal it would be to substitute the gun with another identical one. But being one of a kind, it's absolutely impossible. I'd say it's a foolproof system.
Understood. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Und plötzlich möchte ich diese Waffe haben.
They're scissors. Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and
Geil.
take them. And don't forget to advertise Roger's Weapons Shop.
Thank you.
Cool. Ich habe eine Schere. Ich weiß zwar nicht wofür, aber ich habe eine. Okay, müssen wir mal die Pistole mal näher angucken.
A gun from the 18th century. There's also a little inscription. J. Roger. I could be wrong, but I think it's John Rogers' gun. One of Kid's crew.
Richtig.
I need to get hold of it.
Exaktement. Das wird nämlich hier so ein... Hier, John Rogers wird das nämlich sein. Das heißt, wir müssen die auf jeden Fall bekommen. Kann ich mit dem Hammer
Better
vielleicht...
use it with caution. I could cause serious damage.
Na gut. Okay, das heißt, wir müssen irgendwie an diese Knarre kommen. Wir gucken nochmal weiter in der Stadt. Schild.
It's the Bone Town Armory.
Okay. Gucken wir mal weiter noch. Was da hinten los ist. Oh, hier scheint hier irgendwie die Hippie-Gegend zu sein. Hier hat wieder so eine Regenrinne.
Copper of very fine quality.
Guck mal, jetzt können wir hier noch durchgehen. Oh nein.
It's a souvenir photo booth and some posters belonging to the Lafitte Park. There's also a super promotion. 1 shot, 3 posters. Interesting. Let's try and hope it still works.
Das wäre cool.
There's a super promotion. With a single shot, you'll see yourself in your current form, in the guise of a pirate, and, brand new option, in the guise of a drunk pirate.
Cool.
All offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. The things you do to attract customers. Woo! I better go out and recover the posters. I'm curious to admire the different versions of myself.
Ja, cool.
Great. 3 posters of me.
Geil.
I wouldn't say I'm exactly photogenic, but the flash didn't exactly help either.
Okay. Okay, da ist irgendwas in Arbeit. Hier sind Straßenschilder.
I think they're installing the new gutters on these roofs, too.
Hier kann man Eintrittskarten kaufen.
One of the few things still left intact from the Lafitte Amusement Park. I could stand in line waiting for someone to show up, or I could spend my time any other way.
Ja gut. Hier Vergnügungspark. Gehen wir mal Vergnügungspark, oder? Da hier sieht es wirklich aus, wenn man sich richtig vergnügen könnte.
There's something shiny on the roof. Maybe it's the only thing worth taking from this place.
From the roof.
I don't think these will help me this way.
Da, glänzendes Objekt.
It looks like a chimney, but strangely, it seems to be covered by a huge number of engravings.
Kann ich...
Maybe now they will come in handy.
Jawohl.
Got it. It's not a chimney. It looks more like a roll with a series of engravings on it. I don't think I still need these bulky tongs.
Ich kann die doch nicht einfach wegwerfen, die gehören doch dem Schmied.
It's a roll used to make an instrument play
okay.
automatically. In this case, I believe it's a piano. There's a signature and a date. April 24th, 1712. Walter Fly. If it really works, Fly would be a genius.
Fly war doch auch hier. Walter Fly, da ist er doch. Okay, was haben wir denn noch hier? Preismaschine.
There are still some prizes inside. I wonder how it works. I can't force it. It still looks very sturdy.
Ja, kann ich die nicht benutzen?
Difficult task without even the original hammer.
Kann ich nicht hier mit dem
Let's try this one.
richtig fetten Hammer draufhauen?
No way. The weight doesn't move an inch.
What?
There must be another way to make the bell ring.
Kann ich direkt damit da oben
Let's
gegenhauen?
try this one. No way. There must be...
Okay, ich dachte, ich kann da vielleicht oben gegenhauen.
It's the poster used to sponsor the carousel next door. Come to measure your strength. Make the bell ring. Only Rock Lafitte, the strongest man in the world, has done it. Rock Lafitte. It seems to me that he was on the list my father left me. I gather he was the onboard carpenter. Once in Bonetown, he was the only one who had the technical knowledge to build an amusement park from scratch. Life aboard the ship must have trained him a lot. I can believe he was the only one to make the bell ring. You surely need a considerable amount of strength.
Ja gut, das stimmt natürlich. Preismaschine. Kann ich
I
damit
don't
irgendwie...
think that would work. I don't think... It's an official stamp of...
Okay. Nagelfeile vielleicht?
I don't think fixing my nails would improve...
Na gut. Ja, wie wir dann hier an der Stelle weitermachen. Wahrscheinlich gehen wir erstmal dann in der nächsten Folge dann ja wieder ein bisschen durch Bonetown. Da müssen wir auf jeden Fall irgendwie das hinkriegen. Vielleicht ein bisschen Öl oder sowas da rein. Ne, dass das dann halt besser nach oben schießt. Ja, ich bin sehr gespannt. Ich freue mich auf jeden Fall auf die nächste Folge. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, auf Wiedersehen.